breezes, barely noticeable. Bob, who's in the lineup tonight?
In lane 1, representing New Zealand, Tilly Hollier. In lane 2, PNG, Scholastica Herman. In lane 3, New Zealand, Peyton Lee. In lane 4, Guam, Jordan Baden. In lane 5, Papua New Guinea, Mary Kua. In lane 6, Guam, Guinizar Yvonne Basinas. In lane 7, Solomon Islands, Loveland Kabar. And lane 8, Angela Richard from French Polynesia. In lane 9, Lilieta Buna from Fiji. In lane 10, Solomon Islands, Sailen Kagiro. And in lane 11, Fiji, Akanete Lutu.
Well, very interesting to see the two young Fiji runners there, because they ran into a little bit of difficulty in the 5,000 last night. Both of them did not finish. So the two New Zealanders here, Hollier on the inside, Kua is. And the question for the New Zealand team is, will Hollier be able to go the 800, 1500 double? There's Barsanas, Kababa, Richard from Tahiti, the 15-year-old, Buna here as well. Saw her last night in the 5,000 meters, did not finish. Kagiro, Solomon Islands, Lutu, crowd building, crowd excited ahead of the women's 1,500 meters.
This is going to be a big 1-2 for New Zealand. I can't see any of the island runners challenging them, but it will be interesting to see who goes and strives for the bronze medal.
So the question is whether these two New Zealanders, who had such a wonderful outing in the 800 meters, when it was Hollier that took that event, currently leading ahead of Peyton in second place, and whether these two can carve them up. And the big news is, of course, that Herman is out, Bob. Obviously, just those distance events not doing it well. It would have taken
its toll tremendously.
So Kua there at the moment, and once again, it's Hollier just beginning to make a little bit of a move here. The 21-year-old, a PB of 4:20.78, set Hamilton this year,
which is 18 seconds faster.
And she has 5 times under 4:50 this year as well, so she's in pretty good nick.
Yes, yes.
Peyton behind her has been in pretty good form as well. 2 under 18 national titles in New Zealand. And our leader just beginning to assert herself here at the moment. She's had a fantastic meet so far. As I said, took the 800 the other night, and basically just establishing herself.
Well, I'm just trying to see who's wearing number 2. It looked like Scholastica Herman.
Well, Scholastica Herman is not there. Yes, she is. She's running at the moment. Yes. She's in 3rd position.
That's correct.
So,
and she was the 3rd favourite. So she has recovered from the 10,000.
Well, there she is. So it's good news. We missed her in the start. Richard just coming up alongside her. That's the 15-year-old from Tahiti. Looked like she was really absorbing the occasion as well, the young 15-year-old. She was absolutely loving it down there on the start. You could see the butterflies just about.
But Tilly's got this absolutely one sewn up completely, no matter what language we can use.
So a bell lap is now. Hollier is moving out, and somewhat ominously for the rest of the field, she says this is really her event. She enjoyed the 800 the other day, but she thinks she's made for this, the 1,500 meters.
Well, she's done a 4:20.78.
Correct. She broke through into sort of New Zealand reckoning back in 2017 when she cut through for a junior 800, 1,500 double. That was the South Island that she took out then. And ever since, really, she's been in scintillating form, and she's just gone on to improve. So there's no doubting Hollier here at the moment, going for the big double, winning the 800 the other night in a 2:12.29, and continuing that good form here as well over a very good buddy who's currently running in second place. But it's there's some lovely shots down in the New Zealand press the other night of these two together, actually. And Hollier just checking her own watch, bringing it home. And this is going to be another 1-2 finish for these two very talented young New Zealanders, as Hollier here and does the job for New Zealand. Here's the bell lap now for her. Sets it for home. 400 meters to go, and she's got a big 50-meter gap already on Peyton in second place. And going to be an interesting battle between Herman and the Tahitian behind her for third and fourth. Everybody else seemingly well and truly out of this race. Here's our leader.
Yes, Tilly Hollier is ranked number 31st in Oceania. So she's got a good high ranking. That's why she's been sent here.
But as a young junior sort of transitioning out of junior track and field, New Zealand selectors would have to be very happy about what they're seeing here. And I tell you what, Peyton Lee behind her as well, she's been doing some good under-18 stuff and has got herself a University of Princeton scholarship as well. So we'll probably be seeing a little bit of her in the future. Round to the final straight for the last time. Here's our leader, and it's going to be a pretty emphatic 1-2 for New Zealand. The big battle is behind. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's salute our winner here. Tilly Hollier of New Zealand across. She gets the double, and behind now the big race for second. Peyton's home. She's safe. But I tell you what, it's the young Tahitian here who's done the job, and she's going to finish her all over the top of Herman. So the young Tahitian, that's Angel Richard, does the job, the 15-year-old. Great running by her. And Herman probably still hurting after those big distance events.
Oh, I'm sure she is.
And that silver medal in the 5,000 meters, taking it out of her tonight, just did not have the finish. But there is no doubting our winners.
No.
And,
quite clearly Tilly Hollier from Peyton Lee.
1-2 New Zealand, just like in the 800, so she's got the double. Baden there from Guam. And there's our winner. Mary Clure there. And just welcoming our final runner. But here is the New Zealand winner over the line. Just trying to pick up an electronic time for her as well, Bob. Time's not really that important, but this was a great battle here between Herman and Richard of Tahiti.
Normally Herman would have the speed, but everything was burnt out of her with the 5,000 and the 10,000.
And look at that in the end. The 15-year-old got away from her by about 5 meters.
Ah, youth.
But this has been a good season and a good track meet for this young lady. And as I said, these two young Kiwis just transitioning out of junior track and field and under 20 stuff. I reckon the New Zealand selectors will be pretty happy with what they're seeing here. And it's a 1-2 for New Zealand.
As the form guide said, it was totally expected and they delivered in spades. We're now waiting for the times to flash up on our screen. And we'll give them to you as soon as we can see them.
What a beautiful night it is here in Honiara. Really is absolutely glorious. Look at that, this beautiful sky above us. As I said, a little bit humid during the day, but now this light and the atmosphere, and the crowd is in, and introducing Honiara, introducing the Solomon Islands to top-class track and field. It's going to do something.
Yes, they have not had it since 1981, and the mini games that existed then was a very, very small production on a grass track.
And it's just wonderful to think as well that these are being seen, these pictures in high definition right the way across the Pacific. And it's wonderful that you can enjoy some of the wonderful sights and sounds of Honiara with us. There's been some sensational athletic competition here. And these sights, these sounds, and the faces of Solomon Islands and the welcoming culture has just been so touching over this last week or so. It's just been an absolute honour to be here, and we are so thankful that we've been able to bring you some of these great pictures.
Yes, Hollier 426.06. Lee 439.53.
Blonde streak. That's new. He's been campaigning across Europe to get himself ready.
Well, it's sad that he managed to get the dreaded lurgy.
Harara is running out of lane number 5 for Solomon Islands. Beddoes. And there we go. Let's go down then and have a look at the assembly of men in the 1500 meters. There's Brooks there. So Tang is 6. Mattia Tonga running out of lane 1 with number 1 bib. There he is from the Cook Islands, the 32-year-old. It's a field of 13 for this blue ribbon event. The defending champion is Alex Beddoes. 1 gold medals and the 800 meters. Of course, he's back after that tummy bug kept him out of the 800 the other night. Beddoes 1 gold, both the 800 and 1500 at the Pacific Games in Apia. Gold at the mini games and the 800 in Port Vila. He's the national record holder for Cook Islands in the 400, the 800 and the 1500 meters. And has got his hands full here, I tell you what, because the New Zealand Jack Payne, who finished second in the 800 the other day to the Australian Jack Lunn, who is not a starter. There's Alex Beddoes just being introduced to the crowd now with his hand up, and the blonde streak, it looks new. Tapak from Papua New Guinea just acknowledging the crowd on the far side of this start line. Jack Payne, keep an eye on him. He's got bib number 11 on him. Robinson, Papua New Guinea, way on the far side. Namakar from Solomon Islands out there. And we have another starter as well from Samoa out there in lane 14. Getting ready then. Blue ribbon. The 1500 meters for men is away, and you can see already just a little bit of push and shove as the New Zealanders just try and settle into place here. The 2 New Zealanders will try and dictate. Our senior from Solomon Islands is there. Mattia Tonga in the green strip is second last at the moment for the Cooks. Payne leads. Our senior from Solomon Islands is in second place. O'Donnell is there as well. Beddoes just shadowing at this stage. Robinson from Papua New Guinea in third at the moment. It's New Zealand, Solomons, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, Cook Islands. So the New Zealanders just doing what they need to do at the moment. They've stayed out of the big pack. They've stretched it out a little bit, Bob.
Well, it's I think those that are trying to go with him are going to fall by the wayside. You can see the guy in second is already struggling, whereas it's a nice, easy pace from the leader.
Well, that's Sanya there from Solomon Islands trying to hold on. There's Beddoes running through screen at the moment. Reddy is there as well from Fiji.
Well, Reddy ran a brilliant 800 meters to get a medal.
Stretching them out again is Payne, just kicking a little bit harder here. Beddoes trying to make a little bit of a move. Moved up into third position now. Beddoes there you can see with the number 7. This is Payne, looks up at the scoreboard, sees that he's got a little bit of a jump on the pack now. Awasina from Solomons holding on grimly in second place at the moment. Payne leads. Beddoes beginning to make a little bit of a move. O'Donnell there as well, the other New Zealander just shadowing him at the moment. No doubting our leader. Ran superbly the other night. got a best 1500 metre time of 3:46.72. Got some form, this boy. Beddoes beginning to make a little bit of a move. Robinson from Papua New Guinea in his way at the moment. O'Donnell is there as well. Those are our leaders. Just back there to ready behind them. It's New Zealand 1 and 4th at the moment. Payne looks up at the big scoreboard again, Bob. He's got this under control at the moment.
Oh, totally under control. And Jutas Robinson from Papua New Guinea was the one disqualified in the 800 metres by coming in too soon. So we don't really know what he's capable of doing.
There's the bell. Payne sets for home. He's looking really good. He's got a 3:46.72. He's really stretching them at the moment, and he wants to compensate for that silver medal he got when the Australian Lund beat him in the 800 the other night. The question is, what can the defending champ Alex Beddoes of Cook Islands do? Currently running third, because I tell you what, he's getting some close attention from Liam O'Donnell behind. But here's our leader at the moment, no doubting Jack Payne. He's absolutely smoking them. Alex Beddoes trying to hold on to the second of the Kiwis. That's Liam O'Donnell, leads him into second place at the moment. Here's our leader. Seemingly a gold medal in his keeping, and he's got enough time to just look over his shoulder like that.
Has all the fast time.
Has all the time in the world to look over his shoulder, and this is him just streaking at the moment. The big battle is going to be behind. Payne easily comes home, gold medal, and Beddoes is making a move. He's going to have a crack at the other New Zealander in second and third, just behind. He can't do it. The New Zealand O'Donnell just holds him off. Beddoes, the defending champ, had a crack at him, and the New Zealanders have done it. They've got their 1-2. Beddoes, the champ from the Cook Islands, has had to settle for the bronze. He threw everything at him over that last 50. He's recovered just recently from that terrible tummy bug. To be out here is something, to have a crack like that. And I tell you what, there's one happy Kiwi.
Well, I tell you, you say he's recovered from the bug. You don't recover that quickly.
But he's brave that he came out here and he had a crack, and he really threw it at O'Donnell. If we see the replay shortly, you'll see what a champ he is, Beddoes. He really did have a crack. And those of you out in the Cook Islands, you're going to have to. Here is this sort of very languid look over his left shoulder. Payne is away. He's just running against the clock now. The big battle is behind. Payne's done the job. Went down to Lund, the Australian, in the 800 the other day. Didn't like that, but he's come back out and he's made amends. He's got himself a gold medal, and he's leaving Honiara with a lovely 1500 metre gold. Behind, this is Beddoes just trying to motor down O'Donnell. Couldn't do it. Threw it at him. And also then the Fiji ready in 4th place. Payne acknowledging the crowd. A lovely 1-2 finish for these guys. They'd be pretty happy.
It was not unexpected.
But we were expecting the Cook Islander to come at him, and he certainly did. So a 1-2 finish for New Zealand. Alex Beddoes finishing in 3rd place for Cook Islands. Still trying to confirm some times here. Boy, that was brave by Beddoes. You've got to admit, Bob.
Oh yes, it's very difficult to come back from a bad stomach bug or any form of illness. But he probably had good medical help, the right medications. Now we've got to see the time to see how effective the recovery has been.
Well, our winner posted his very good time of 3:46 in Hamilton this year. That was October this year. And he was also part of a pretty famous New Zealand relay team, I think. They did a 6x1500 and set some national records quite recently as well. A beautiful evening here in Honiara as the sun goes down. Just look at these wonderful evenings we have. And with the lights on here in the National Stadium, and some wonderful medals at stake and in prospect as well. We've got another wonderful set of medals not too far away. We've got hurdles to come, and then we've got some relays as well. So the crowd just sucking in a few deep breaths. Not too far away from another medal ceremony. So some interesting distance runners, middle distance runners coming up from New Zealand, Bob. What are you thinking?
Well, they've always had, you know, I can remember back in the olden days, Dick Quacks, Dixon. When I was in the highlands of Papua New Guinea in 1984, Dick Quacks visited our school and gave a lot of good advice to the distance runners that we had. He was wonderful.
Yeah, so it looks like they're unearthing a little bit more talent in New Zealand. As I said, the women and the men now are in this 1500 up to 3000 mark and down to 800, looking good.
There it is, Payne 350.97. O'Donnell, they've moved to another page. Let's see. Yeah, Beddoes 356.88.
Gee, look at O'Donnell's time, a 356.61. I think that's a big PB by him. Not sure what Beddoes did. We'll just wait and
again, we'll wait for the screen to come back to us. But it's a national record for Papua New Guinea.
Beddoes
First time anyone's...
A 356.88 for Beddoes. A 356.88.
359.02 for...
Can we just check out the Beddoes times? I've got a feeling he's run a bit of a PB here as well.
I will wait for the paper to come because it's
a 356.88. Reddy did a 358.23.
Now, Aquila Turalong got a new Papua New Guinea national record. Well done, Aquila.
If we could just
it's about time that record was broken.
Could we just have a check of the Beddoes time as well, Bob? Have you got that available? A
356.88, but I don't know what his PB is.